Today we look back at a man who made a strong impact on his family, friends, and all the people around him. We knew him as Mar Gonzales, and we will remember him as a man who lived life to the fullest and had such love for everyone around him. He had a passion for music, though never boasted his talents. He loved to play guitar, piano, and harmonica. As many put it, when Mar laughed, everyone shared in his laughter. He made us laugh for no reason at all because he had the ability to make a joke out of anything. As we turn back the clocks and look back at how it all began, we must first start with Mar's father. A young, handsome Filipino man, Victor Parado Gonzales Jr., started his life in the U.S. at the age of 30. He joined the U.S. Navy, beginning as a steward, then a cook, and eventually working his way up to Chief Petty Officer. Victor's life was enhanced when he met the love of his life, Alejandra. She had a captivating beauty and a kind heart. She loved her husband dearly, and even though he is no longer with us, she is blessed to have a family that evokes the special memories of her husband and the moments they all shared together. In Mar, she raised the good-humored man we've all come to know.
So I probably first met Mar when I was dating his sister, and Mar was a very intimidating brother-in-law because anyone who knows him is kind of the gentle giant, and every now and then for fun he would always grill me on what my intentions were with his sister. But he was always such a nice guy. He would just turn around after asking it and then just start chuckling and laughing. But I was here in San Diego a lot when Susan and I were dating and spent a lot of time with Mar. One of my favorite memories is he and I once got off on a tangent about how much I love Oreos, and he loved Oreos, and so we would kind of share stories about what was the best way to dunk an Oreo. Was it to go one at a time, or would you want to go 2 Oreos, or if you were really good, could you go 3 Oreos in the milk and pull them out without them falling apart and still get them into your mouth? And it was a lot of fun. I remember having the conversation. We were laughing a lot. And then that next Christmas, Mark came over to our house and brought me a little present. When I opened it up, it was his old-fashioned tin that had Oreos inside of it. And on the front was this little blonde boy under the tree getting a package of Oreos. And he wrote on there, "This is Paul." And I still have that Christmas tin. It was so funny. And I thought it was such a thoughtful gift that he had given me because he kind of remembered our conversation. Then the other memory I have about Mar is he loved to barbecue. Put him in front of a barbecue, he loved to grill. And I told him I was having a problem because I was always overcooking my steaks. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go out and buy a meat thermometer because I gotta get these right. He's like, oh, don't waste your money on a meat thermometer. I'll teach you how to cook a steak medium rare. You put the tongs on it and you wiggle it. You wiggle it till it doesn't feel rubbery. You gotta get it just right. And so he and I taught me how to grill a perfect medium rare steak. I could never do it as good as he did it, but that guy never used a meat thermometer, and every time you pulled off these steaks, you cut them open, they were just absolutely to die for. Yeah, I just hope wherever he is now, he gets to enjoy his music and, just have great memories and be in a better place and be at peace. And I think every time I have a steak from now, I'll remember Mar. So, gonna miss him.
Mar had an incredible cooking talent. He knew his barbecue techniques, and he would even give the famous Bobby Flay a run for his money. He knew how to marinate meat with precision to make it tender and delicious. Mar took great pride when it came to grilling.
He's like a big teddy bear. Very warm. I like his hugs. It's very warm. It was last summer at Helena's house. They had a barbecue and they invited us, and I heard Mar was coming over, so I thought, maybe I should go. We just got a new dog, and I was kind of worried to leave the dog home, but it's not that often that Mar comes, so I thought, I should go. It was nice. We talked a lot. He recommended a nice camera. We're talking about that. I should have brought my camera because he wanted to teach me more techniques. Hi Mar, I've only known you for 7 years, but You took such beautiful pictures of our wedding, and I'm so grateful. We're going to miss you. Love you.
Families take many different shapes. Mar's bond with his roommates was just as strong as any he shared with his family. When he rented out a room in their house, he was unaware of how close he would become with his new roommates. The family took him in as if he were one of their own, and more easily found his place among them. He played several different roles in their family, everything from a brother to an uncle to a father. They celebrated each other's birthdays, spent holidays together, and became a tight-knit little family. One of their favorite traditions was karaoke. They played it at every party, and everyone loved it when it was Mar's turn to sing. He wouldn't hold back. He would take the microphone, and as they would say, ham it up. Without looking at the screen, Mar knew all of the lyrics. He was an entertainer, and everyone loved watching him perform. Mar often said it was never boring at his house. There was always someone to laugh with and someone to talk to. If Mar happened to be in his room, Marquesa would ask, "Could you knock on Mar's door and see if he can come out to play?"
Helena, Sue, and Vic would say to Mar, "We can still remember all the times when we were all so little. We'd get into so much mischief around the neighborhood, and we always had each other. You were one of the favorites amongst the family. As you grew up, you never stopped being the class clown. You were there for the important events in all our lives. You were there for all the weddings and all the funerals. We know one day we will see you again. We'll pick up right where we left off. You sitting there with your camera, shooting those golden moments. Madison, Megan, Phoebe, and Rachel, and the whole family watching you crack that funny smirk on your face. We know that you'll still be watching over us and letting us know you're still with us. The memories we shared will never go away, and when we talk about you, we continue to create memories. Every time the family sits together and shares stories about you and laughs. They say a person can live forever if their memory continues to be shared over the years. A person only truly dies when they are forgotten. Mar, you are a man we could never forget. You live on in the memories of those whom you loved and who love you.